Well, I'm just putting the final touches on this fence. I didn't re-record much of it because it's absolutely boring fixing fence. Well, the only thing I hate worse than fixing fence is cutting out Molliflower rose. I hate this job. Even though the way this fence is here now, it ain't all that bad, but one other video I talked about how this wire is broke here, and I was going to change this around a little bit. This wire doesn't need to run the whole length of this building. I got that side put up already, and right now I'm just finishing this up. I got one of these tensioners already hooked on. Now I got a piece of wire wrapped around the post here, and then I just got to make a loop so that that's connected and I can tighten it up and hopefully get these cows out. But yeah, I got a place I can set this where we're going to be able to see a damn thing or not. Let me think about this. Yeah, see how that works. Troubles of a life of a YouTuber, have to prop and stage everything. Something's fighting out there in the woods. Oh. Didn't have any other wrench with me, but I hate these things. They always change size on you when you don't want them to. Yeah, we don't need this long tail on there. There. I do have a staple missing down there. Ain't worried about that too much. They ain't gonna get out from that. A couple insulators fix over there and these cows can go out. But this is what's normal for being high tensile wire. Biggest problem is you gotta have specialty tools to work with it. You gotta have these pliers. You can cut them with linesmen or side cutters, but it'll screw them up. I don't know exactly what's so much different about these jaws, but it takes that style pliers to cut this wire without ruining them. And then this crimping tool here has sizes for different size crimps, and that's all this does. You slide the wires through and then just pinch it together and it's held together. And normally you can put 2 or 3 of these on to hold it together. Make sure it's got a good crimp. For the stretch of this wire, 1 was probably enough, but 2's plenty. And so yeah, this is one reason too why I cleared I don't have juice going through the bottom wire anymore. This is from chopping the bedding. Stuff flies around and gathers out here. But I guess I'll make a run over there, get that done, and oh, I gotta do this here too. My gates there that I make my lane with, I stole one off, and be this one right here, to use to block an alley this winter. So I gotta put that back on, because the one that's sitting right there is junk. It's all bent up like these. I say these Tractor Supply gates, and the cows tear them up. So I gotta put that gate back on so I can make my lane across and they can get out of there. So I'm going to get on to that. Well, we're going to see here if I got everything hooked up somewhat near what it's supposed to be. Got the fencer plugged in here right now, and that light's showing it's got spark. So either, I didn't look, but either the wires broke outside the wall in the old barn where that fencer hooks up, or everything's where it's supposed to be and nothing's grounding out. And you got one of these testers here. They make other ones, it's only got one light on it, and you just touch this to the wire, and if it lights up, you got juice. This one here, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's got 5 lights, and the stronger the shock, the more lights it lights up. And I don't think I've ever had 5 lights light up. I don't have a very strong fencer because it's not like I got beef cows or other cows that are not used to the fence. These pretty much know what the fence is and they stay away from it. But I do want juice in it because they're still, well, I got a couple cows out here and they're keeping the pasture pretty well cleaned down as it is anyhow. But there ain't not much out here to eat, and they will try to stretch and get this stuff out here in the ditch. But I'm forgetting, I think this wire along the road, maybe the first and third wire are hot. That's the way it was always set up. The bottom wire and the third wire were hot. But last year, year before, because I always have so much grass growing up on the fence and stuff, shorten it out, I decided I'm going to disconnect the bottom one. That way there's always juice in the third one. If they try pushing through here, they're going to hit the third wire too. Usually they go through they don't go under the first, they usually go through these two or through here. So as long as the third one's hot, they should get a shock somewhere. But I'm going to test the bottom one, see if we got anything. If you can see that or not, it's very faint. 3, 4. I don't know if the sun's showing up or anything, but I got a very faint light in there in the 4th one. It probably ain't showing up. I am getting a light in that 4th one there too. But either way, any of these show up any better? Usually I can hear it snapping that thing too. I can see a light in that 4th one blinking. It's very faint. Either way, there's enough there. They'll feel it. It'll keep them from pushing through. So now I guess all I got to do is get that gate in my cross lane over, and they can kind of go out. That's where I keep this thing, so I always know where it's at. Very few things I remember where they're at. Oh well, when I get up there. Yeah, they're out. Most of them, I don't know if they all came out. There was 4 that was still in the barn. I didn't film it as they were coming out the door, but there's 4 that didn't seem too interested. The one, I don't know when the last time she's ever gone out. I haven't seen her out the last couple of years. Big thing right now is I got a calf out here somewhere. One of these I've had out here, she had a calf. Seen it this morning, and I didn't think too much of it. I mean, man, a big rush to get her in the barn. So I thought I'd get it later this afternoon. I've just spent an hour trying to find the damn thing. As you can see, this is not a big pasture. She was down there under them trees in that area. You can see on the other side of that fence line there, that row of trees, there's a fence there. It ain't all grown up. There ain't a bunch of thorn bushes and stuff. Stuff really ain't growing that much here yet. You can see down through there. I can't find that calf anywhere. I mean, there's a couple of rose bushes. Thought maybe it'd be nesting underneath there or something. Down the neighbors, there's more bush and stuff. I walked down through there. I mean, I went down in there a good 50, 75 feet. I mean, the calf can't be that far away. So I'm gonna have to wait and see here. Eventually it's got to come out to eat. The mother is... where's she at? Probably can't see. This black, this Holstein right here, the mother's the one right there behind it facing the other way. That red one's running up to her there right now. So you think eventually here that calf's going to come out and want to eat. And even there, though they're in the barn with everybody all the time, and now they're outside, they still got to fight each other. Not the brightest group of animals. The calf wasn't that small. It's a Jersey calf. It ain't that small. Hard to see anything now. The sun's in the wrong direction. Yeah, give it some time here and maybe he'll come out. I'd come out. I did look, seen the calf, looked at the calf, it was a heifer calf. Just I didn't feel like chasing up the barn at that time. I didn't think it was that important. And it ain't that important. It ain't gonna hurt nothing to be out there during the day. It's not like it's raining out or snowing. But that's probably gonna be it for today. Run around. But I guess that's gonna be it. I might be back if I find a calf somewhere. Yeah, I thought I'd show this real fast again. Now it's dark out. Maybe you can see these damn lights on this thing. Yeah, I guess I got full power. Too hard to see this out in the sun. I don't think I got this bottom wire hot. Oh, I do. I guess the only place I disconnected the bottom wire was that stretch over there. Corner of the back corner of the barn's where the fencer's at. And it comes across that fence there, and down this lane, and then across here. And I guess I disconnected the bottom wire over there and along the building. Everything else is the first and third wire then. Because rarely anything grows up here anyhow. This is the... since this is so high, they're down lower. They're just more prone to go underneath the bottom wire here, so I think that's probably why I left this taut. Either way, shows the fence is good. If they touch it, they're going to know it. Still haven't found that calf. So we'll see if it shows up in the morning. Thanks for watching. We'll catch up to you later.